nothing alike. We's different. You ain't the hustling type. We's different.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. All right. 3 matches in WrestleMania. 5 more to go. Match number, I think it's match number 4. Yeah, match number 4. Daniel Bryan challenges Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I said, in terms of this match, if they book it right, this should be a match that steals the show. Because these two are incredible workers when booked right. If everybody thinks right now Sami Zayn is this, Sami Zayn is that, listen, I'm going to give you one match for you to look at. Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura at NXT TakeOver. I forget which TakeOver is, and I think it's been about 3 or 4 years ago. Look that match up. Come back to me. Tell me if Sami Zayn's a bad worker. Next. And you already know Daniel Bryan's track record. But I said if booked right, this match should steal the show based on these two. But I also said Sami Zayn possibly could win if there's interference. Because I don't see Daniel Bryan win. In my heart, I wanted Daniel Bryan to win. In my heart, I wanted Daniel Bryan to win. But I knew for a fact if Sami was to walk out champion, some type of interference had to happen. I was right on the money. Right on it. When I saw that finish, I was right on it. Because that's exactly what happened. Sami Zayn won due to interference. Now, I'm not surprised, because the way they've been booking Sami Zayn, I'm not surprised he won this way. I'm not surprised he won this way. I'm not surprised he... I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised. But how the match started really was slow-paced, because as Daniel Bryan was trying to get his hands on Zayn, Zayn kept running away. Every time they tried to get close, you know, Sami Zayn was getting close, and then he backed out, got out the ring. So it started off slow, which is how I figured this match would go, is slow. Just a lot of movement, you know, just a lot of when is Daniel Bryan going to get his hands on him, and then once Daniel Bryan got his hands on him, Daniel Bryan pretty much dominated the whole match. Pretty much had the match in the bag as much as I assumed he would have. If you have an opportunity to watch that match, or if you haven't, let me explain something to you. There was a point where Daniel Bryan was talking to Sami Zayn, right? He looked at him, right? I forgot what he said. I think he said the lines of "you're nothing" or "you're like mind games," right? Like you're nothing, you're like something like that, right? He looked at him. He smacked him so hard. If it was a crowd, if it was in the stadium, you really wouldn't hear it loud enough. But the fact that it was an empty arena, the sound of it, and the fact that it echoed, oh my God. But Daniel Bryan was hitting him hard. When I'm talking about hitting him hard, he hit him with some slaps. The kick sounded hard. He hit him with some cross faces. Daniel Bryan was trying to brutalize Sami Zayn. He tried to brutalize Sami Zayn. Other than that, match was kind of pretty standard. It wasn't a show stealer like I wanted it to be. As I said, it would be a show stealer had they booked both of them right. Daniel Bryan was booked right as how it was gonna be, but Sami Zayn was so much of one of those types of heels that just is scared of contact. So that kind of made it kind of weird. But that's all right. How it ended was, well, first off, most of the match, Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, and Drew Gulak, who were all out there, basically causing interference. Even though technically Drew was trying to prevent it, but he still was doing interference either way. So how it happened was, I think Drew Gulak was cheering on Daniel Bryan, just cheering him on. Then out of nowhere, Cesaro and Shinsuke took him out. Daniel Bryan took them out. So Daniel Bryan went up top. Daniel Bryan jumped and then got hit with a haluva kick. Straight to flush to the jaw. And then 1, 2, 3. Same retains. Yeah. Now here's the question. What's next for Daniel Bryan? I don't know what's next because honestly, another scenario that I had in my mind was Drew Gulak would turn on Daniel Bryan here tonight. Or last night, I keep saying tonight. Last night. And then that would start their feud. And, something like that. But it didn't happen that way. So, honestly, I don't know what's next for Daniel Bryan. Or Sami Zayn for that matter. I don't know if they get another match where, nobody's involved, just them straight up. I don't know if they get another match like that. If they do, I don't mind it, because that actually should be a really good match if that happens, with no interference, no way to run, such. That would be a great match. Daniel Bryan also has been reported that he's going to be starting doing more part-time work, so he's going to probably do a little bit less wrestling. Probably not on the show as much. And that's fine, Daniel Bryan's good. He deserves it. Give him a little time off. Why not? It's all good, man. Daniel Bryan's good. Daniel Bryan's great. He deserves it. Just don't know what's next for him. I don't know if this program continues. If it continues, then they should have another match. I'm saying that about every match so far. I'm saying about every match. Like, they should have another match. But honestly, I don't know what's next. I guess we'll see in due time. But yeah, Sami wins as I expected, with interference as I expected. Oh no, it was a good match. It was in the middle. Yeah, match number 4. On to the next one. Let's go.